Hello everybody, my name is Sans. This is a part that I will explain about my project. So one of my project is line follower robot. About this big, this is the base of the line follower robot. It needs to support a lot of mass above it. This is just one part of it. So I need to drill more hole to mount a lot of things like 2 motor, 1 driver board, 1 microcontroller, and this hole. I need to adjust the hole a little bit for the sensor. So we will talk about the basic of line follower robot is that you need 2 sensors. You need 2 sensors to detect the line, and you need microcontroller to process the information that these two sensors read from the line and the floor that the robot is run on. So we have to process information from this microcontroller. So we need some way for this microcontroller to drive the motor. So you can just plug the motor, which is this, right into the microcontroller if it's just the normal DC motor, like this one with the gearbox. This doesn't need much voltage to run it, so it has positive, negative. So you just take the breadboard and plug the ground. So all of this should be used within the same ground and to any of the digital hole of the microcontroller. First of all, my microcontroller is Arduino Uno R3. It is quite common to find. It is easy to program. I will show you how to program in the next video. But this would be for the normal line follower robot. But mine use this heavy duty motor. This is the ZGA32RL 12 volt DC motor, which has 400 RPM. This is a 12 DC motor, but this board can only output 5 volts of power. That's the problem. This only use 1 to 3 volts of power. It's used like less than 2 amps, but this is a lot more than 2 amps. So we will need the driver board like this one, the L2985N. It can drive 2 motors, one on the left and one on the right. So you just plug in the positive and the negative of one motor on the side and the other on the other side. So this is so 3 of this. The middle one is for the ground of the battery. This is for the 5 volt. This board may have a lot of problem because if the hash bridge is too hot, it will cut all the current and nothing will work. So I will use this battery, AWT IMR 18650 3.7 volt 2000 mAh 35 amp. I will use this. I will use 4 of this to reach the 12 volt threshold that this motor need. But it will matter to this board because it might heat up too much and malfunction. So I introduce you to this MBD 10 amp Brave 2.0, a dual channel 10 amp DC motor driver from Kryton. This is pretty expensive, more expensive than this board, but it comes with an easy to understand port. The green port, you just plug the positive and the negative of the battery source. This is his first motor, and the second motor just plug in positive and negative, positive and negative. This is you can see the port have DIR1, PWM1, DIR2, PWM2, and ground. So the DIR1 just control the first motor, and the DIR2 just control the second motor. The PWM1, well, it control the speed of the first motor, and PWM2, well, it control the speed of the second motor. The ground is just all the ground plugged into this point. So I will be using this motor driver. In this project, we obviously need a custom battery socket because we need 12 volt. This is 3 volt each, so I need to use 4 of them. So I only have two socket battery holder, so I need to solder 2 of them together to get this. This is the universal port that I can just plug it in. This is the emergency switch to cut the power. My soldering is not that good. Maybe I need to fix that up a bit. This is basically all of the component that I need to use